Hey everyone, Brian from WorkshopAddict, and we have had the Dewalt ToughSystem music and charger in our shop for the last 3 weeks. We've been playing with it, figuring out exactly what it does good, what it could have for a little bit of improvements. We've been using it on the Dewalt ToughSystem cart, rolling around, taking it out, seeing exactly what it can do and what it needs a little bit of improvement on. So let's go over some of the specs. First, this is model number DWST08810. This will run or charge a 12 volt or 20 volt slide-in battery. It works good, but the charging is not fast. It's going to be a 1 amp charge, so it's going to take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 40 minutes to charge your batteries, and that would include up to 5 amp hour batteries. Now the box says this unit has 6 speakers. You have 2 in the back, 2 in the front that allow you to get your music out in 360. It also helps when it's on the cart not to be pushing the sound directly into the boxes. And on the bottom there are 2 subwoofers, but I believe one is passive and one is active. So technically you should have one sub that's working and one that's kind of just working with the other sub as it goes. Now, this box is IP54 rated, which is excellent because you can put in the batteries in the back, and everything in here has a little rubber gasket. The battery unit in back is tough to use while it's on the cart. As long as you have it in the upper stack, you can use it no problem, but you couldn't use it if you got down too low. There is a lock in the back that can get in the way. You just have to maneuver that a little bit to get it out. You can slide in both 5 amp hour and 2 amp hour batteries. These don't click in like they would a normal tool. So if you're on the job site or you have it sitting here and you go to turn it on and you've been traveling a little bit and nothing happens, check your battery because it's most likely jiggled out. We've had that happen quite a bit and it's just a little bit of a pain in the butt. I really wish they'd click in a little tighter. Now the top portion is, you have storage, you can put your phone. Again, nice rubber gasket. It's hard to get open. When you first get this box, I actually had a second person coming to lift it up. It kind of stuck itself down when it was cold, and as the temperatures get a little bit colder, this gets harder to open. It's awkward. It does have a large area in here where you can fit a good sized phone, no problem. It will be out of the weather. And then you have the actual plug that goes into the wall. This was a disappointment. I really wish they would have just put a plug in the side, let us use an extension cord, let us have some extra outlets on the box so we could use this as kind of a staging area. It's not. You have this little guy. There is storage for it, which is fair. It kind of fits in here funky, but you can get it to fit in and close the box. Inside here you do have a USB charger that is only 1 amp, so it's a 50-50 if it works with all your Apple phones. It worked with some of ours, not all of them. It did work with my Android, no problem. And there's also an auxiliary in, so if you don't have Bluetooth, no problem. When I close it, I feel like I'm going to break it, but we haven't broke it yet. The sound on this unit is amazing. I will compare this to the smaller Bose radios that look the same. Using this, the rubber around the area where you actually turn it on and you can set your preset channels or switch between AM, FM, auxiliary, and Bluetooth, premium. The sound, I'll go back to it. This is one of the better sounding radios out there. It's easy to carry. It's nice to put in your car. It's nice to have on the stack. Unfortunately, to change directions a little bit on the stack, there are no handles on the side of this unit. So when you put it on the cart, there's really nothing that's holding it in unless you lock the back. Unlike the other storage units that they have handles on the side that hold them in place. So you have to lift the handles to pull it out. I've lost this unit off the stack once just because it kind of slid forward. I really wish they had the handles on the side. Everything here is nice. It takes up a little bit more room when you sit it on the counter. and work with it. If you're going to keep it mobile in one place, then if it's sitting like in my shop where I've had it, it's hard to get to the battery in the back. You have to pull it away from the wall. But it's really not meant to do this. This is meant to give you premium sound on the job site. So if you pick this up, know that there are some things that you might like, you might not like, but either way, you're going to get some excellent sound. I think if you're in the Dewalt system, you like the tough boxes, it'd be a great addition for it. If you want it to sit on the cart, know that it's got to stay on the top, and know that you're going to have to mostly run it off battery. The FM stations that are on here actually run the clock. So there is no clock unless your FM station actually broadcasts the time, then it'll pick it up and put it on. I've had mediocre luck getting that to work. Some channels it'll pick up after a couple minutes, some channels it won't. When I'm running it off Bluetooth on my phone, most of the time it gives me just a timer, which is, it works. It's just, I wish it had a clock. Then I wish I could actually punch in a channel, because there's really nothing for auto seek. You actually have to go to the menu, go through, push auto seek, scroll through the channels that you get, and then you can just push and hold a button to put it in one of your presets. If you were traveling all over the country and had to change radio stations all the time, it would be very annoying. But I don't think a lot of people are actually using this for radio, and if they are, they're probably listening to the same channel every day, so that doesn't matter. Connecting with Bluetooth is excellent. It works. They say within 100 feet. It has to be wide open. I have 70 feet long in my shop, and when I get to the 70-foot area, it starts to go in and out once in a while, but there's a lot of stuff in between. I think you will either love this thing, or I don't think you'll hate it, but you might not be as happy with it as some of the radios that are out there, just because of the plug, its slow charging time, and the hard to get to spaces in here, the lack of the handles. Wonderful sounding unit. Go check them out. Again, this is model number DWST08810. They're at Home Depot. They're online at this point in time. I hope this helps you out taking a look at these things. Subscribe to our channel, give us a like, stop over at WorkshopAddict.com. We have a forum and a blog. Thanks for your time, guys. Have a great day.